Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am super excited because I got my hands on the brand new Natasha Denona bronze palette, and I also got the bronze cheek face glow palette. So I am super excited to play with these, to swatch the shades for you and create multiple looks. So if you want to see how everything performs, please keep on watching, and if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and also to follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to click the little bell right here next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new uploads. Without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this is how the bronze palette looks like. Gorgeous packaging. I love that size. I think this is perfect. And you still have the little holes at the back in case you want for some reason to depot some of the shades, switch them, create your own palette. And then you have a beautiful mirror here, and this is how the shades look like. So pretty. Beautiful bronze collection here. Like, I love those shades, and I think a lot of people do, and I can't wait to swatch them and play with these. Then we have the Bronze Cheek Face Glow palette. Gorgeous packaging as well. I have the Tan Bronze Glow palette here just to show you the difference. It's the same packaging but different color, that's it, different shade. 15 grams here. And this is a 12-month shelf life, and the palette is a 24 months shelf life. So let's take a look inside. And this one is like a highlighting palette, and you have two creams here, which I believe is a new formula. Don't quote me on that. And then you have two powder highlighters. So then you still have that little claps here, like to protect the creams here, so you can have an idea. Maybe I'm going to lower the lights here so it's a bit more true to color. There you go. So of course we're gonna swatch this one and play with it. Here there's only one cream, and this is the Glow Cream Base. She's gorgeous. I love it as like a bronzer. And then here you have two creams. Love these tones. I think it's such a gorgeous color story. Can't wait to play with it. So, okay, let's get started with the swatches. And we have 15 shades here, different formulas. Let's start with True Copper. Oof, it feels very creamy when you dig your finger into it. So True Copper. Ugh. Then we have the shade Suntan, which is a matte. Looks beautiful as well. Sundown. Deep Dive. Well, I think it's kind of that creamy formula that you have in the Metropolis eyeshadow palette. Oh, look how pigmented it is. That's crazy. So this kind of formula is like super pigmented but super easy to work with, super easy to blend. Then we have Rhodium. Same thing, it's the same kind of formula. Oh, gorgeous. I love that shade. And it looks like it has like a blue reflect to it. Yeah, there's a blue or lilac reflect to it. Okay, second row, Magma. Then we have High Degree, which is that cream to powder formula too, I believe. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous. Alloy. Ridge. A nice mustard. True Bronze. Oh, that's swatched beautifully. Gloaming. Palladium. And I like that creamy formula too. Like, I know some did not really enjoy it in the Metropolis palette. I loved it. Bliss. This one is a duochrome. Kind of reminds me of VR Rose Venus from the Divine Rose palette from Pat McGrath. Tiny bit. This one has a green, like like a kind of a lime golden shift into that like kind of corally. Then we have Silk. Looks like it's gonna be like a super foiled eyeshadow too, super shiny. Wow. And Beach, which looks like the perfect transition shade for me. Wow. Alright, so these are the 15 shades of the new Natasha Denona bronze palette. Gorgeous color story. I love it. I love that you have multiple formulas. Can't wait to play with it. And quickly, let's swatch the Face Glow palette. So I'm gonna start with the creams. So you have the Bounce Cream Glow. It's not as creamy as I thought it would be. You see that? And then we have a Bounce Cream Blush. It's harder than I thought. Ooh. Comes out way more pigmented than you think it would be. Pretty. I have a bit of blush, but I can put a bit more foundation on. Okay, then you have a Super Glow Bronze, which is very bronzy, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it on my face, but we'll see. Probably slightly dusted, it's different. It would be pretty on darker skin tone. Okay, and then the Super Glow Nude. I'm excited for that one. It's very pretty. Alright, let's lower the light full on so you have a better idea. I'm going to zoom you in. And a bit more light again. So these are the 4 shades. Pretty. Okay. As a base, I'm wearing the Face Glow foundation. I love that thing. It's so beautiful right now for my skin. My skin loves it. So I shake it. I'm gonna do a tiny bit. I want to cover a tiny bit that blush that I have. I don't know why, for some reason I didn't think there was like a blush color. I'm the shade 42, by the way, just in case you wonder. I'm gonna try with that duo fiber brush here. This is the e.l.f. small stipple brush. And let's see if it picks up anything. Oh yeah. It's kind of a peachy color here. Yeah, you can see that. That's very pretty actually. Wow. Let me face daylight just to be sure. Wow, it's beautiful. Beautiful glowy blush here. I'm gonna put a little bit on the nose. Wow. Well, I'm showing you here, like I put maybe a tiny bit much, but just to show you that you can build up. Gorgeous. And of course I have the daylight here, so it's a bit stronger on that side. Wow. That's very pretty. Very pretty, and it works great with a duo fiber brush actually. I'm gonna use the Bounce Cream Glow. I'm gonna use my finger. Look at that, like it's like very, it creates like a big dent. Interesting. A little bit on the nose. I don't know what I think about that one. I feel maybe if you just have cream on, it will be pretty. Right now I'm not sure about that formula in particular, but this is gorgeous. Maybe I have to use a brush as well, but it is pretty. But I prefer the Bounce Cream Blush so far. We don't need to, but we're gonna play with a Super Glow Nude shade. It looks super pretty. This is a Sephora Pro Highlight Brush, number 98. That's very nice. I need to stop saying pretty. I say pretty so often. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna bring it down a tiny bit more. It's a beautiful golden bronze highlighter. You can see it way better with that side here. Ooh, I'm gonna like that palette, I think. Okay, and I'm scared to play with this one, but let's do it. Just a dab, a very light dab. And let's put it here. And I'll be a bit more tan maybe, but right now it scares me a tiny bit. Oof. Look at that. Wow, Natasha Denona. That's gorgeous. Even that shade, it was a bit scary first, but set a tiny bit on the forehead. Let's be like super glowy. Wow. All right, Natasha. Well, we are super glowy and bronzed, and I'm not mad at it. It's beautiful. Oh my, I can't get over that. I need to play a tiny bit more with this one in particular, just because I don't know why. I have a feeling it could have more impact. It kind of looks like almost powdery on the finger. I don't know if you can tell, but okay, let's just add that on its own. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the only thing I'm not like crazy about, but the rest, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll look on our website or on her page if she has any recommendations like to use it. Okay, well let's get started with the eyes. And I'm looking at my swatches that I kept, so it gives me an idea of what maybe I should do. Well, you could do a lot. Alright, let's get started with the first look. So I used a bit of my Cover FX concealer and I very slightly dusted a loose setting powder on top. And then I forgot that there were like some cream to powder formula in this palette, so we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna start with the shade Beach. And I'm gonna apply it first in the outer corner and the crease. Oh, it's pigmented. It's blending effortlessly. Very pretty color. You could put that all over the lid. And I'm using a Sephora Pro Featherweight crease brush, number 38. You know what, let's bring it a tiny bit higher. I always love that when she posts her looks, like it's always like super high here. I feel it's gonna be like a go-to shade. With the Sonia G Crease Pro brush, it looks dirty but it's not. I'm gonna go to the shade Suntan. It looks really pigmented, so I'm gonna tap the brush. And once again, the outer corner. And the crease. And this brush is a tiny bit more precise. Very nice color. It's a bit more red than the shade Beach. So easy to work with and to build up. Look at that. Very nice. If you want a full matte look, you could just use these. Taking the first brush again, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of beach and just blend. Alright, so the camera did not record, but I just went with the shade Beach and Suntan, the two shades we used on the top. And I first used Beach, and I went all along the lower lash line. And then I basically did the same with the shade Suntan. And I'm gonna go back a tiny bit more in the outer corner and insist there. And this is a Sonia G Pencil Pro brush. These shades are so pretty, so this could be like an everyday look. Very simple. Here, let's add a bit of suntan here. You know what, let's go with high degree. I'm gonna go first with a brush. I might finish with a finger. Well, it works no problem with a brush. No problem at all. Okay, I'm gonna go with the finger now. Yeah, always more intense with the finger. But sometimes it's nice to start with a brush so you have a bit more precision. This is a very pretty color. Very nice. I'm boiling, guys. It's so hot in here. I'm gonna put Magma in the outer corner just because it has that red undertone as well. And I'm gonna finish in the crease too. That's very nice. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the lower lash line. For the inner corner, that's the only thing I think is missing right now. That's the inner corner highlight. But to be honest, we all have highlighters. So I'm just gonna take a bit of this. Let's use Gloaming in the center. Is it showing up? Oh. Let's see, I'm just gonna take a bit of that Gloaming shade, put it on the lower lash line. And let's use a tiny bit of True Copper. And I'm gonna go with my pinky once again, right there. Alright, and that is the final look here. A bit more light. And I'm gonna put the flashlight on as well. Just to show you, it's a very pretty copper look. And I use a little bit of brown eyeliner all along the lash line and I smudged it. For this I use the Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliner in the shade CEO. And I really like it. And for that look, I paired it with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude in the shade Lyron. I think it looks really, really nice. So that's it for the first look. Let's jump onto the second one. Alright, for the second look, so we have that same base, which consists on the shades Beach and Suntan. Well, let's add a bit of the shade Sundown, kind of a apricot shade. And let's make that crease a bit warmer. And this is a Smith's 230 brush. And then I want to play with the shade True Copper. True Copper. Let's blend again. Even like this, like it's so simple, but it's very pretty. I'm gonna add a bit of that Sundown again. And bring it like quite high. Let's take it on the lower lash line, quite low. Wow, I just like that as it is, to be honest. Pretty and so simple. Let's add a tiny bit of aloe with the finger, and let's go in the center. I think it's super pretty like that. I'm gonna zoom out because sometimes you overdo it. Sorry if you can hear the cars, but I'm dying here. Just a reminder, I'm 34 weeks pregnant and she's feeling it right now. Like, I'm so hot, I'm sweating, and the AC is not working great. So I love it like that. So I feel like I don't need more, and you don't need more, honestly, with that look. I think it's so pretty. You have 4 shades. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of highlighter. I need a lighter shade though. I'm just gonna take a highlighter and go for it. Any highlighter you have. Yeah, just to make that pop. Yeah, that's nice. That's a pixie one. Kind of like that for the other side too, actually. Let's take another color. Alright, and that is the finished look. I love it. Here, a tiny bit more light for you. What do you guys think? Super simple, but I think it's super pretty. And it's so soft. I see in the mirror over there. And, it's so soft. I love these colors, and everything blends so well. Everything works together, and honestly, like, you can have that same base, see, and do like a variety of looks with it. So yeah, I really like that. Because it's a bit more sparkly, and today, like, it's really gray, so I'm not sure like the daylight would do much, but you can see here that there is some like sparkly effect. So pretty, so pretty. Once again, I'm sorry if you hear the cars, but I'm dying. And this goes perfectly with that like peachy blush. What do you guys think? Which one do you prefer so far? I like both, but this one, just the simplicity of it, and I really like it. But okay, let's jump onto the third look. Alright, third look. I kept the mascara once again, otherwise it's a mess. And I have to like do the whole face again. So I haven't put any concealer on my lids this time because I want to use a bit of those cream shades. So I'm gonna start with the shade Rhodium. So first I apply it with my finger, and then I'll blend it with a little brush. That's a very pretty color. Taking a dense brush, just blending the edges, and add a bit more. Now I'm gonna take Sonia G Builder Pro, and I'm gonna go to that shade Deep Dive. See how it applies with brush. I'm going to intensify the outer corner. And the crease. And this formula is great. It allows like to blend, like you have like super pigmented colors, but you can blend super easily. Look at that, boom, you have a smoky eye in like 2 minutes. I love that formula. I'm going to take the same shade on the lower lash line. Tiny bit more here. Just blend with a clean brush. I want to take the shade suntan and just add a bit of warmth to that in the crease. That's a Smith 230 once again. And let's bring it here too. Let's put Palladium in the inner third. The Sonia G Builder Pro. That's pretty. I'm gonna do that on the lower lash line as well. What I like with that formula also is that you don't have any fallout. Works really well with the brush too, actually. And a little bit on the lower lash line. Deep dive quickly. I'm going to finish the eye look off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, and that is the finished look. I think it's a beautiful smoky eye. Here you have a little bit of sparkliness going on here with the shade Rhodium. And I really like this kind of like blue shift, very subtle lilac shift mixed with that bronze. I think it looks really good. Super easy to achieve. I really like those shades paired with Palladium in the inner third. I think it creates a nice transition shade here. Yeah, really like that. And I paired the look with the shade Michelle from our I Need a Nude lipstick collection. Okay, the lid is prepped and I think I'm gonna start with the shade Magma and start pretty strong with it and put it almost all over the lid, not being overly precise with it. It's a very pretty color too. Then I'm gonna pick up the shade Reach and put it in the crease. Very lightly. Nice. That's pretty too for an everyday look. And then I want to use the shade Bliss, that nice duochrome shade, and place it in the center. Oh, so pretty. Changes the shade a tiny bit because it's on top of Magma. Otherwise it looks a bit more pinkish. That's a nice transformative shade. Very pretty. Okay, let's do another layer. Wow, I like that. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna intensify with the shade Magma again. In the inner corner as well, why not? Connect in the crease. Picking up the shade Reach again for the lower lash line. And Magma that I'm going to focus in the outer edge right here. I'm going to place a bit of my highlighter in the inner corner using this palette. Not sure it's still available, sorry. Maybe it is. Why not a tiny bit on the brow bone. I just want to try the shade Bliss, that duochrome shade, with a wet brush just to see if it's doing something different. Oh yeah, I like what it's doing. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish the look and I'll be right back. Alright, and that is the final look for the look number 4. It's super pretty too. I really like both of these actually. But here is the eye look. And I hope the camera does it justice because right now the light is really, really weird, sadly. But it's so pretty. That shade Bliss, it's such a beautiful transformative shade. I wish you had a bit more duochromes like that in the palette, but I can't wait to play more with it and put it maybe on top of that deep dive shade just to see how it would look. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do it on the palm of my hand just for kicks. So, oops. Well, my palm is dirty. Let's do it here. Deep dive. And let's put Bliss on top. Ooh, look at that. So fun. Like when you have like shades like this, don't hesitate to play, you know, and put it on top of other shades. Here it's funny, like it's like mostly green, I would say. Like you get like most of that lime reflect. Because when you see it by itself, it's quite peachy pink. See how interesting, eh? Love that though. I love that. So here, there you go. I'm gonna maybe face the daylight and maybe you can see a bit better those eye looks. So which look do you prefer? I don't know. I like all of them, to be honest. They're all very different and it makes me really, really excited. I really want to play more with that palette, so I will create more looks for sure with this palette. On a day I'm less sweaty, you know, but the big day is coming, guys, so I'm gonna try to film as much as I can because then with baby girl I don't know how much time I will have on my hands. Here with natural light, but it's not sunny at all outside. It's nice sometimes just to swatch if you're not sure how to pair shades together. Just keep your swatches or do what I just did on my palm. Love it. Love both looks. This is a beautiful launch. Congratulations, Natasha Denona. You did it again. A lot of you asked me, like, did you get the Love palettes? I never did. I was on a no-buy, and then I was like, oh, I have shades like that already. But this, I could not resist. And yes, I may have some shades. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a whole, like, comparison swatches because I know it's way too long. Let me know if you want to see that in the next video and I will. Beautiful eyeshadow palette, everything performs beautifully, blends effortlessly. You can create a variety of looks. Look at that smoky eye, like super easy, or you can do something more fun with that shades, that transformative shade, and you can play a lot like with different shades, different combo, you know. I loved the second look because it was so easy, so simple, and I could have kept my waterline bare too. If you have smaller eyes, I think it's pretty. For the Bronze Cheek Face Glow palette, well, look at that, like, it's gorgeous. I just want to play a bit more with this one because I don't know, I'm not overly excited. I wished it was more a formula like the Hourglass Vanish highlighting stick, you know, but like in this this form, you know. But I think maybe it depends on the base you have. It's pretty, but I think you need a super hydrated, glowy base for it to work the best. But otherwise, the blush one, the Bounce Cream blush, beautiful and surprising because I did not imagine that it would be like something that pigmented. This is gone. I took it off. This is actually beautiful too, and I'm glad because it will work on darker skin tones. And the Super Glow Nude is super pretty. Super. Overall, a great launch. I didn't buy the lip glosses. First of all, I'm not even sure they were available in store, but it's just I have so many other lipsticks from their I Need a Nude collection that match perfectly with those eye looks that, yeah. Right now I was just too excited to show you guys those two palettes. What shades do you want me to play with next time? Is there any eyeshadow palettes you would like me to compare the bronze palette with? Let me know. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, once again, I would love for you to subscribe and join the family, and also follow me on Instagram. Take care, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.